Oh, yeah. It's the baby. It's the Archbishop. Ouch. It's the Ouchbishop. I can't even speak today. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Koopa time. Another quest with the priestly best. At the priestly behest, we will never receive less. What we're doing today is over on Dragon Quest World. Like I said, we're doing another priest quest in the vocations. This is the second one, and essentially, this is just like a ritual that they're gonna do at the I don't even know what it's called, cricket step, like a little dock, you know. Collect some materials for it, and then we'll jump in there, you know, and do our thing. So there's a little pink, what do you call it? Dog? Dragon? Abracadabra? What are you gonna call him? We have to fight, get our stone, and then we'll go to the ritual, and it'll be a fun ass time. Guys, today, hope you're having a good day. Whatever day I upload this on is a good one, and you just have to decide that for yourself. Today, we're gonna get into a little topic about our greatest healers, you know? For everyone, if you respond with a bad parent, you know, no healer, maybe you have a DPS parent and you had to become the healer, I apologize for you. Because like I said, I hate playing this class. This is a trash class. This is a shitty class. But that's what we're going to talk about today. The parental priest, if you will. Yeah. Because a lot of us were raised by parents who didn't really want to raise people, or like kids in general, or a woman who doesn't really like men. And that's the thing now, guys. It's like that is like incredibly common. You don't have to walk very far to see a woman who hates man. And that's in general just some parental bullshit, you know, so some unsettled childhood trauma. And I just feel like it shouldn't have to be like this, you know? There's ways to come to an understanding with yourself, understanding with your father or mother, and truly bring a love that heals and embellishes to your offspring, and you know, springboards them forward so they don't have to go through the same bullshit you went through. But people don't like to take that time, because when you are eloping with an individual, nobody's thinking about that kid part. You know, it's kind of like when you go to a theme park. You know, you before you go to the theme park, you're not thinking about, oh fuck, I have to drive all the way back home from this long, all the way from 2 states over. You're not thinking about the drive home, man. You're not. You're not, unless you're a weirdo. And so this can cause a lot of confusion for people when, you know, these topics just aren't really talked about. And I feel like it's a beautiful thing about the whole art of podcasting, you know, the putting your thoughts on the screen there. I feel like, at least for myself, I have an easier time coming to terms with my own values, my own thoughts, my own way of speech. It's good. It hurts to watch it, you know, I guess listen to it, whatever the fuck you want to, I don't know what's wrong, like, wow. Jesus. You know, whatever you want to do. It helps you come to terms with yourself. And then once you come to terms with yourself, you can start bringing that understanding into, you know, developing and putting a positive impact on others. You see the issue here, man, is when we get this long, like, Jerry train of unhealed parents, and then their childhood selves are affecting them from their unhealed parents, and then their childhoods are affected from their unhealed parents, and it's just an endless cycle of bullshit. So I'd say if you want to be a parental healer, that's stage one. You know, that's stage one. And then while we're talking about understanding, that's the thing about a lot of arguments, and I think we've gotten into this on the Storm Realm a little bit. The metagame of arguments has evolved, and nowadays, I don't even know if it's a nowadays thing. I think this may have been, I think this may be baked into human history. People do not care about the truth. People do not. When you want to win an argument, you, oh my goodness, stop fucking ringing. Goodness gracious. When you want to win an argument, what you have to do is appeal to emotion and just use your best persuasion tactic powers. You know what I'm saying? Be a little, ooh. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Got a little frog in my throat. Okay, so, I was going to say, be a little, dare I say it, charismatic. Charismatic. You know, of course, we always hate those guys who just have a way with words that can say anything, move through anything, you know, react to any bullshit. Which in reality, if you guys know how charismatic, I don't know how to talk. If you know how charisma works, you know it's not really reacting too, right? But we'll get into that later. People don't really care about the facts or the actual knowledge you can learn and understand about someone in an argument. They just want you to concede, to give up, or to be seen as the superior to others. You know, maybe not even you. You know, sometimes someone can disagree, then an argument is over, and you can be like, yeah, well, I just you know, I'm good. I don't want to, I think you're right or whatever. And they'll just keep arguing with you, you know? The thing a lot of people want out of arguments nowadays is validation. Validation. Because the one thing that people still seek to a crazy amount for some stupid reason, because I assure you, if you knew what this holy trinity of bullshit would get you, you would not go anywhere near it. People still seek knowledge and intellectualism and to be seen as the superior intellectually. And I feel like this is just an eternal trap. It's even bigger trap than the whole money thing or, you know, the body game or whatever. Because if you want to become smart, you're going to just get disingenuous with yourself and your authenticity around other people, and you're going to start hating most things about your life, including the interactions you have with other people who you perceive as not as smart as you, when in reality it really is all perception, guys. Especially this outside world bullshit that we deal with. Oh yeah, my guy. Oh yeah, my guy. 200% perception, because you could step out there, you know, do the smartest thing ever in your eyes, and somebody else looks at you and is like, look what the fuck that idiot's doing. You know? It really is just a matter of what your history bakes into what your eyes are seeing, because everybody's eyes sees different things and everybody's been through some different shit. And once you realize it all comes down to that, you know, you give a lot more grace to people. You give a lot more grace to people. You respect a lot more people. And you realize that there's really no way you're going to know it all. There's really no way you're going to understand it all. And if you're really on this path, you're just going to end up with way more questions than when you started. And it gets a little frustrating. It's like, why am I making any progress? It's like, I feel way dumber than when I started doing this. It's just like, yeah, man, because you are. It's because you are. Because if you search for knowledge, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. And this is how you understand yourself, because if you know, just actually trying to, just win all these arguments and seem like the genius of the world is really here to not destroy you, but, have you leak out from the inside out as like a sacrificial lamb of some sort, you know? Because people don't really value smart people. They, as soon as they see them vulnerable, they want to rip them apart, tear them to shreds. And that's people with, you know, most people with power. But if you think you have a head on your shoulders, shut up. And a lot of parents don't teach this because they can't do it. You know? I'd say if you want to be the best healer, you gotta act like you're already healed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, especially as guys, it's the leading by example is the hardest thing to do. And you just have to know where you are in your journey, in your story, and be comfortable being vulnerable if you're not where you want to be in your story. And as a matter of fact here, guys, I'd say most of us aren't. Good 90% of people definitely are not where they want to be. I mean, it's just because of the nature of the world. It's beating us down very, very hard. It is on a hard mode right now for a lot of people. A lot of people who aren't used to it being in hard mode are in hard mode. And so, during these scary times, you know, where we don't know whether we're gonna live or die or rest or work or whatever, in these weary times, we have to show that the true power is in compassion. It is in healing. It is in, you know, curing the sickness in our hearts. Not only in our health, but in our hearts, man. Because I feel like there's a lot of sick shit going on. And a lot of people have just given up on the natural hope that resides in this world. Yes, there are natural hopes. Oh, shit. I did some dumb shit and we're going back to this. So, yeah. You have to truly. I mean, I guess you don't have to. There needs to be some DPS in the world, right? But if you want to be a DPS, you have to find someone who will truly stay dedicated to healing. And it's not because, oh, I have to do it, or, you know, like, oh, this is my duty, or if you want me to do this. Because guys, if you're not familiar, if you haven't been around a lot of women, a lot of them will just fit in this mold. You know, all the way until you fuck the first time, and then they'll become who they really become, you know. Then they'll open the flower hatch, you know. And the only reason why I know this is because exactly what I do. It's exactly what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I don't love bomb and lie to your ass. I'm not doing that. I do that. I know exactly how the game works. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly how the sausage is made. You know, the chicken comes before the egg. Sorry to spoil that for you. But in reality, guys, what we need to do is just vet better. And that means staying patient. That means delayed gratification. That means not staying idle and doing nothing while, you know, we wait for the world to change for us. And luckily, that's very easy for me. I hate sitting at home doing nothing. If I'm sitting at home doing nothing, I'm jacking my dick because that feels like doing something. When it's not, it just kind of feels like doing something. But anyways, guys, let's not wait for anyone to save us. Let's hit this the right way. And truly embody what you want from the world in yourself. You know, that's how you're really gonna get it. You gotta just slow your roll down. Slow your roll down. You know, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. That type shit. And become the change you want in the world. You know, and it's probably going to take so long that you forget you were even looking for someone else. And you're just like, oh, it's just me. I don't really care about other people. You're like, other people, Drake? What? It's going to be a whole nother world, a whole nother atmosphere for you to wane through, you know? So let's keep going. Just keep moving. Luckily, I've made it to that part, that state where it feels awkward to stop. So I suppose we'll just ride this train for as long as we're here, you know? I'm having fun with it for now. We're reading Priestley, we're healing ourselves, and hopefully I'm healing a couple other people here too. We are 42 strong. which is absolutely crazy. I think you guys should slow down on the subs. Could you chill out? Could you calm down? I know I'm gonna put the whole subscribe thing at the end of the video here, but could you specifically, you know, think about your sub before you just stick your finger anywhere, you know, on the damn screen. You dirty subber, subbing to everyone. You got like 1,000 subscriptions. You got, okay, let me chill. If you made it this far, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. It's been a wild ride so far, guys. So I really do appreciate all 42 of you guys here. I love you. I have hope for the future. If you made it this far, go ahead and type in hope. Go ahead and type in hope for the future. And I'll see you next time.